Hi, my name's Roger. Welcome to this edition of Try This at Home. Today, I'll be making a crown, a jeweled crown, out of a paper plate. To do this, all you will need is a paper plate, a pair of scissors, a pencil, a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be gold. It could be any color you like, a ruler, and a glue stick, and paint. I have blue and red and yellow. Now, you don't need to use paint. You could use markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you like. In this case, I will be using paint. With that said, let's get started and make this crown from a paper plate. So for this part, what we want to do is measure the plate. It's 9 inches long, so we want to put a dot in the middle. Half of 9 is 4.5 inches. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And then we got to do it from the other side. Make sure it's all even. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. I was pretty close, yeah. All right. It's always good to double check. Now, we're going to draw a straight line down the middle of the plate. Then we're going to draw another straight line. So now it's divided into 4 pieces. What we want is 8 pieces. So now I'm going to turn the plate again. I'm going to cut it like that. And then I'm going to go like this. There we go. Now we need to get a hole in the center so that we can get the scissors in there. So gently take your pencil. It's okay if you dent the plate a little bit. And you punch a hole through. And then you get your scissors and you start to cut along the line. And you can cut into the ridges, but not to the end of the plate. That's very important. We don't want to cut to the end of the plate. You keep cutting like this until you've got all the lines cut evenly. There you go. Now in this step we're going to paint the crown. Bear in mind that you can use crayons, markers, whatever you want. I'm going to use this yellow paint and I'm just going to get it all over here. Remember, I've got scrap paper on my table, so I don't have to worry about getting paint on a table. Gonna get all these little grooves here. Sometimes it's hard to get in there. All right, our crown is starting to look good. Now we've got to let this crown dry before we affix our gemstones. We want to fix the gemstones or glue them to the crown. But first, this must dry. So we're going to wait for a little while this dries. Now we're going to make some circles, and these will be kind of like the gemstones on top of the crown. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you could either draw a circle like this, or you could trace it using a cup or any other round object that you may have around the house. And then, oh, my circle's not perfect, but that's okay. Then we're going to cut this out. Just like so. All right. And you're going to do this 8 times because we need 8 of these to go on each little pie shape of the paper plate, which is going to be our crown. So that's the first one. And again, we do this 8 more times. Now, just a friendly reminder here, if you're going to paint, put down some scrap paper, some newspaper, something so you don't get paint everywhere. And I'm just going to put a little dot here, and a little one here, and a little one here, and a little one here. I'm going to rinse my brush off. I'm going to dip into the blue paint. I'll put a little dot here, a little one here, a little one here, and a little one here. All right, now we have the gemstones for our crown. Pretty cool. Now that your paper plate is dry, you want to fold each pie shape up. And it's up to you if you want to color the inside. You could paint or color the inside of the crown as well. You put a good fold here and here and here. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to put it on the back of this here, red one. I'm going to glue it right there. Looking good. Oop, this paint's still a little wet. It's kind of smeared. Nothing needs to be perfect. And there we go. All right, here's our finished crown. Let's try it on. I'd say that's pretty good. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at youthservices@olpl.org. And I will see you again really soon for another Try This at Home.